But I think they got the pieces. Isaiah Jackson's fun, and the guy's a willing three-point shooter. I saw him take 2 3-point shots in the span of 5 minutes. Okay. And he's a shot blocker. You got yourself Jalen Smith, who's the motherfucking truth. You got Tyrese Halliburton, who's an all-star. You got Benedict Mathurin, who, he's fun. Chris Duarte, okay, there. This is a fun team. You also have Andrew Nembhard.
He's played 9 games.
Huh?
He's played 9 games.
Who?
I think Duarte's on the way out. Sorry.
He's in his second season.
He hasn't played in like a long.
He's hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's on his way out. He's not even like, I think he's on his way out. Sorry.
You're an a-hole. They also have Aaron Nesmith's making an impact. Terry Taylor. You got pieces here, and I think this is why they're one of the more exciting teams, in my opinion. You see this team that they're athletic, they play in transition, they'll beat you with their speed, they can jump higher than you, they're longer than you, and Rick Carlisle's a good coach. And also, I think it's in their best interest. Maybe keep Miles Turner around.
I'm curious what Pacers fans think about that.
You think?
I'm just curious. I wonder what it is. My only issue with Miles Turner is he hasn't played over 50 games since 2020.
That's true. But I just think Tyrese Halliburton is just so insane how he breaks down defenses, and then you have these guys like, Mathurin and Nembhard and Jackson all around him. And Rick Carlisle, I don't know why, but it feels like people, when he left Dallas, gave him such a bad rep. But we're just seeing with these young guys how he's getting them to play, that he's a great coach.
Yeah. They definitely gave him a bad rap. Well, unfortunately, Pacer fans, I don't feel the same as Cyro. I love the Pacers' future outlook, but I think what I've really learned from this team in the last handful of weeks is, you could scrape your way into a play-in, possibly, right? But I do think it's in their best interest to not. I don't think they're quite there yet, and I think we're kind of seeing that right now. I think they're just below middle of the pack. You have young gun studs, though. You have Tyrese, you have Benny, you have Nembhard, you have Jalen Smith. I'll throw in Chris Duarte there. He's not that young, though. IJ's nice. I just don't think this team is more than a play-in. And if you're not more than a play-in, I would rather capitalize on Miles Turner's all-star phenomenal season that he's having right now. So, yeah.
I agree. This team right now, I think their ceiling, yes, is a play-in squad, which, is good for the young guys. And we saw how Memphis went from a play-in team to a 3rd seed. And now that they're the 2nd seed in a span of 3 years. But, yeah, okay, if you're not capitalizing on Miles Turner, are you guys planning on signing and trading him? Are you guys planning on letting him just walk? Or are you guys planning on keeping him? Because we saw what Memphis did after they made the play-in with their vets. They kept the vets, kept them around for a season. Then they traded Jonas Valanciunas for Steven Adams. And then they did the same with, who was the other guy that they traded? I'm trying to think. I think that was the only one, but it was a similar process that you could do, that maybe they keep maybe they trade one of Buddy Hield or Miles Turner, and then they keep the other one in free agency and then eventually trade him. That maybe they decide, hey, Miles Turner, we trade you and we keep Buddy Hield because Buddy Hield's 3-point shooting is something we value,
Yeah. Maybe then in that case, if you're going to trade Miles Turner, I want a player like OG Anunoby in return. As crazy as it may seem, who knows how desperate Toronto could get.
I agree.
At this year, it's Miles
I don't
Turner,
want
TJ
picks.
McConnell for a 2025 top 5 protected first-round pick from Dallas, a second-round pick, Josh Green, and Dallas Bertans. If those are the deals I'm getting for Miles Turner, yeah, you can go after yourself. So
I agree. So if I'm trading Miles Turner, I don't want picks anymore. I want bets. So if you're hitting me up,
If it's a pick, it's got to be
attached to a vet with a bad contract that's
yeah,
expiring or
it's just got to
something.
be something. It's got to be something worth my while.
Like
'Cause
if you hit me up, like if you're the Nets and you're like, hey, we'll send you Joe Harris for Miles Turner, I'm like, all right, I want like 1 first-round pick in 4 seconds or 2 first-round picks, with one of them being unprotected and the other one could be protected.
yeah, like.
But the OG Anunoby
it
is
really interesting. Yeah, you're right. Keeping Miles is really interesting. Because I don't want to rebuild. I'm done rebuilding. That's why they tanked so hard last year, was to get these young guys. So and that's why they traded Sabonis. That's why you got a player like Tyrese back, right?
They're a team that can't rebuild either. They're in a small market. They need to retool. They need to stay competitive.
It's tough, man. Because they last year 25 wins. The year before that, they just barely missed the playoffs, and they might have made the play-in. Was that a play-in year? 2020? Can't remember, but
I think it was 2020. Yeah,
but 5 straight years losing in the first round is tough. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's just
that's
tough.
where I think they're going to keep one of Buddy Hield or Miles Turner. They're going to keep one of them, I think, and either trade or let the guy walk or sign and trade him.
I lean more towards Miles then, just because of how interesting. But
then that doesn't keeping Miles screw over the development of Isaiah Jackson and
completely
Jalen
shafts it.
And that's why I think it's better if you keep Buddy Hield in the long term, because his 3-point shooting can translate to coming off the bench, which then allows you to start Duarte and Mathurin.
Yeah. Buddy Hield, 29. Yeah.
Miles Turner, 27 or 28?
It's just
how old is Miles Turner?
It's a tricky. I think he's still 27, but he could be 28. Let's see, he's 26, even better. So
maybe you do keep Miles Turner.
The thing that they have to figure out is, all right, because I don't know if IJ is a starter anytime soon quite yet. As desperate as it is, he fouls a lot. He fouls a shit ton. Jalen Smith is really promising, but my thing is, I don't know if those two cats are ready quite yet to move on from Miles Turner.
That's what, I agree. And Jalen Smith,
I don't know if they're ready to fill in that hole yet.
I also like Jalen Smith,
Miles Turner.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It'd be a lot of shot blocking and rebounding.
It's just they're in a interesting squeeze, but they're so promising, especially with the progression that Nembhard has had this year of his rookie year, and acquiring Tyrese Halliburton was just. I mean, this is a star. This is a possible Chris Paul we're talking here, so it helps you so much.
It does, and it makes the team so exciting to watch.
They're so fun to watch.
And it's one of those teams that, like, I would love for them to go out and get Bojan Bogdanovic or even Bogdan. Oh, wow. Getting a guy, steady shooter off the bench like that for this team. They're another team that could be
you were out of.
They could be sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but they could be surprise buyers.
Yeah, they could.